Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The 49ers offense will get the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
From the gun, give on the inside. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The 49ers send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Makes a grab over the middle. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. On target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulane right back to the line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense lining up quickly. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense, quick tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and
lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So a little too much contact through the PI flag. They'll decline that one, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the...
Guys, Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the 49ers racing to the line in the hurry up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The play-action fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The 49ers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense in the hurry up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He looks that one in nicely. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
1st down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Tulane right back to the line. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score. Tulane 17, Charlotte 0.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not...
Ball in the air, intercepted! What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Still looking on the move. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On the run, it's Morris. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That's caught. It's Galladay. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The 49ers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
At the 28. And that's a 1st down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide out in motion. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They want to just keep throwing it. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
34, Charlotte 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the 49ers want to move quickly.
That's another Charlotte.
Movement here from the tight end. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Caught over the middle. It's Galladay. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Complete in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
The 49ers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll throw it on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket starts to collapse. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the defense doing work.
Tulane.
The defense. The fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And his first pass is incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. The inside handoff into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
2nd down.
The option look. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The 49ers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return, it's Morris. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
To their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
48, Charlotte, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This is a designed run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, looking again to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The 49ers will call on their punt team. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for room, it's Morris. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Galladay. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Charlotte, 17.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. Can anyone catch him? And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Using his feet. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Adams. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, it's Morris. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On the move, it's Morris. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It has been said that the